Hey everyone, welcome to the Mind and Matter YouTube channel. I'm headed from Chicago to Indianapolis to pick up that truck topper you see there on my Lightning EV. Stay tuned for the journey. You can come with me and you'll see more about charging with the EV Lightning. You'll learn more about some of the towns between here and Indianapolis, and you'll also learn about the truck itself. So stay tuned. All right, good morning. As I said, I'm headed out to Indiana, specifically Indianapolis, to pick up a topper. I really wanted a topper for this truck since before I bought it, long before I bought it. I've been planning on doing some camping with it, especially up at Silver Lake sand dunes and smaller camping trips elsewhere. So having a camper would allow me and perhaps my family to sleep in the truck more easily. A couple kids in the cab, maybe me and my wife in the bed, we'll see. But this is the main reason I'm getting it. Also some security aspects as well. If I had bikes in the back, I could avoid, any theft temptations by putting the topper on there and locking it up with bikes or other valuables in the back. So long time coming, but I'm headed southbound now from Chicago. It's the end of the Chicago city limits here, and I'll be picking this up later today and coming right back again. So should be an interesting journey. All right, well, here's an overview of our journey. As you can see, I'm leaving Chicago, headed to Northwest Indiana, and then down. This is Lafayette, Indiana, marked as a waypoint right now. There's an EA charger there. It's at a Walmart, like a lot of them are. And I thought about just topping up there along the way just for peace of mind. But, the reviews on PlugShare were pretty bad, and I'm not sure it's even worth stopping there. I don't need it. I'll probably still be in the 60% or so range once I get there. And it's just not worth it to me, so I'll see if I want to bother stopping in Lafayette or not. Continuing down to Indianapolis, the seller's house is around here on the southwest side of the city. But I'll be pretty low on charge by the time I get there, especially with the temperatures. It's 37 degrees today, and especially with the headwinds that I expect in this part of the world. So I will probably charge. I know I'll have to charge somewhere in Indianapolis. I did some research on PlugShare ahead of time, and I noticed that there's not much in terms of charging in Indianapolis proper, but Carmel, Indiana over here has several charging options. Two of them are excellent. There's an EV Go station at a Chase Bank, and there's a EA station, I believe, at a Sam's Club. So I'll be able to have my pick there, and I like having two options nearby in Carmel because if one of them is not working or full, I can obviously just go to the second option. So that's my plan. I'll probably end up skipping Lafayette, Indiana, and just heading right to Carmel, Indiana, and having my pick of two charging stations there. We'll see how the consumption goes. So far in the city, I'm at 2.2 kilowatt hours with the heated seat on, had a heating steer wheel on earlier, and mild amount of heat coming out of the HVAC. So it won't stay at 2.2. I'm guessing we'll end up around 1.8, but I'll see what I can do about keeping the speeds reasonable. All right, quick update here. I've put in the actual location, or at least the nearby location of the seller in Indianapolis, and I can make it there on one charge. That won't be a problem. Of course, as soon as I pick up the topper and turn around to come back, I'll need the charge anyway. So like I said, I'm gonna stop in Carmel, and I'm gonna skip Lafayette. The reviews are horrible at the EA station there at Walmart. Like maybe 2 of the 4 machines are working anyway, so I don't see the point. Maybe as a reconnaissance trip for the way back would be the only advantage, honestly, but I think I'll just skip it and then roll the dice, and when I come back, I'll just hope for the best that I can get a charger there on the way back. Or maybe they'll be fixed by today, who knows. So making good progress here. I've got the autopilot going, the self-driving, if you will, and the truck's doing great. I just got an active air dam error. It popped up on a similar journey I took a week ago on the same stretch. Not sure why. I think it was around the same place too. I wonder if some bumps over some expansion joints were causing the active air dam to create a problem. But anyway, last week and again this week I hit okay on the menu and cleared it out and everything's fine. Here's where we're at in terms of consumption. I've been actually pretty conservative and hanging out at lower speeds behind 18-wheelers and stuff. Not really in a hurry today. So I'm managing to keep it around 2 miles per kilowatt hour. And I've got plenty of juice to get there, like I said, to the seller's house, but I will stop in Carmel to charge up beforehand, just to avoid some of it later. All right, that's the update. I'll skip Lafayette, Indiana, and just head right down to Carmel and then Indianapolis. All right, quick update here. I've put in the actual location, or at least the nearby location of the seller in Indianapolis, and I can make it there on one charge. That won't be a problem. Of course, as soon as I pick up the topper and turn around to come back, I'll need the charge anyway. So like I said, I'm gonna stop in Carmel, and I'm gonna skip Lafayette. The reviews are horrible at the EA station there at Walmart. Like maybe 2 of the 4 machines are working anyway, so I don't see the point. Maybe as a reconnaissance trip for the way back would be the only advantage, honestly, but I think I'll just skip it and then roll the dice, and when I come back I'll just hope for the best that I can get a charger there on the way back. Or maybe they'll be fixed by today, who knows. So making good progress here. I've got the autopilot going, the self-driving, if you will, and the truck's doing great. I just got an active air dam error. It popped up on a similar journey I took a week ago on the same stretch. Not sure why. I think it was around the same place too. I wonder if some bumps over some expansion joints were causing the active air dam to create a problem. But anyway, last week and again this week I hit okay on the menu and cleared it out and everything's fine. Here's where we're at in terms of consumption. I've been actually pretty conservative and hanging out at lower speeds behind 18-wheelers and stuff. Not really in a hurry today. So I'm managing to keep it around 2 miles per kilowatt hour. And I've got plenty of juice to get there, like I said, to the seller's house, but I will stop in Carmel to charge up beforehand, just to avoid some of it later. All right, that's the update. I'll skip Lafayette, Indiana, and just head right down to Carmel and then Indianapolis.
And with that, after a few hours driving, I was in Carmel, or actually what's technically Westfield, Indiana. I stopped at the EVgo station at the Chase Bank and got a good charge, as you can see here from some old pictures I had of this location and my charging stats attached here on the sheets. Check it out. It was a good stop. I had some problems with the app not working, but it worked using the credit card as a guest, so no worries.
All right, I was looking around the map for other charge options near the seller's house just in case I needed a little boost, and I noticed something interesting: the Detroit Diesel Allison plant number 5, which sounds pretty cool. That caught my eye, and I see something about Rolls-Royce here. So zooming in, it seems like a huge shared complex or some sort of mixing of complexes, and next to what caught my eye, a charging station on the Ford app here. So I'm going to check this. Charge Point Victory Building, it's called. Here's the address, and I'm gonna go check it out. All right, I picked up the topper next and headed to the Rolls-Royce charging station I was telling you about on the map. Unfortunately, it's a private location for employees only. I did not get any footage at the Rolls-Royce building, nor did I get any footage at the seller's house, just for privacy for his sake, and also because the Rolls-Royce building seemed like a secret place. Cool building, awesome staff, but just not a charging place for the public, unfortunately. So no charge here, which means I'll be headed back to Lafayette, Indiana, to that sketchy EA station that probably isn't going to work, and we'll see how things go there. All right, well, here we are at the nice looking Walmart in Lafayette, Indiana. And as expected, based on what I saw in PlugShare, we've got a couple issues here. This 150 kilowatt charger is unavailable. and the Chatamo unit is available, but that doesn't help me much. You can see here there's an error, the power has been reduced. So maybe if I had Chatamo, I could charge just on reduced power, but it doesn't appear to be available. And it looks like I'll be waiting for some of the folks here to stop charging so I can continue on. Just stopped to take a look at this next station next to it. It's a 350 kilowatt. And I could use it, except there's someone else waiting in line and they're just switching cars right now. So, of course, no one's using the broken one I was just at. I haven't seen a Leaf show up here to use it, but wish I could use this one, but someone's gonna grab it here soon. If I can't charge here, or if I'm unwilling to wait, I'm gonna check to see if there's any slow chargers here in Lafayette, Indiana. Maybe there's a dealership or a hotel or something. I could get a couple of kilowatts just for, I don't know, half an hour, just as a buffer. I technically have enough miles, enough range to get to where I'm going in Bradley, Illinois, which is my favorite charger in the area. It's just out of my way. I have enough to get there, but with only about 12 miles buffer, and at these low temperatures and with some back roads and dirt roads I want to get on, I'm not super confident I'll be able to make it there. So I'd rather get a little bit of a boost here in Lafayette and then cut over from I-65 to I-57 and get the additional charge from there. But I want to make sure I have a little bit of extra juice before I do that, just because I'm in really rural areas and I don't want to risk running out of battery on some back road and have to pay for an expensive tow or something like that. So let's see what I can find in Lafayette, and hopefully I'll get some boost. All right, I was looking on PlugShare for charging locations near the Walmart I was just at, and I found this hotel, the DoubleTree by Hilton, right over there, has some Tesla slow chargers, some level 2 chargers. So just because I'm a little desperate and need some time to plan and think my next move to Bradley, Illinois' charger, I'm gonna plug in here on the slow charger, mostly for peace of mind. I won't get much juice, but at least I'll have something going into the battery while I'm stopping to plan and think, and I won't feel panicked or rushed as I'm charging in the meantime. Let's give this one a go. All right, let's see what we can get out of this charger. Tesla number 1. Excuse me for a sec while I attach my adapter here. All right, adapter attached. They recommend you do the adapter first and then plug into the vehicle. All right, I heard a click from the Tesla charger over there, and we're charging slowly. So, all right, planning time. So let's look at, where's the Bradley charger? This is not the actual address. The charger is so new in Bradley, it's not even on the map yet that I've seen. So I'm just going to use this as a approximation of where we need to go. So we're trying to get from Lafayette, Indiana, well, ultimately back home, but I've only got about about 92 miles of range, and I gotta get all the way back to Oak Park up here, right around there. And so to get there, I feel like the safest way is to drive conservatively up 65, just like we came down this morning, head over across on some back roads and hit up this EA charger at Meyer, which I know is reliable and I've been there before. In fact, if you've seen my previous video on truck drafting, you'd see that charger as well. And it's saying it's about, let's see how many miles. 91 miles to get there, and I've got 92 miles of range. So it's going to be tight. I think there might be another charge necessary. Either I have to wait here charging at 6 kilowatts on this free hotel charger, or I need to think of something different. Let's see what we can find. All right, I only got like a percentage or two of range, but whatever. It's free, and it gives me a little bit of peace of mind that I'll be able to make it to what now looks like to be a stop in Kentland, Indiana, on my way to the EA station in Bradley, Indiana. Bradley, Illinois. So, back on the road, got my adapter, and we'll head out. All right, well, that was a fun drive, as you saw. There's a few sites to see along the way, some grain elevators and stuff like that, industrial sites. But here I am in beautiful downtown Kentland, Indiana. It's a very small town, but I like that there's a town square. The town square is very kind of old-timey, reminds me of when I lived in rural Texas. This is the courthouse right here in front of us. And then we've got some commercial sites and shops and things. That's a pretty cool vintage antique store with some cool artifacts and car stuff inside. I think the owner loves cars. There's a lot of NASCAR stuff. And then we've got the post office right over here. Kentland official post office. And a car wash. And then earlier, I stopped by the McDonald's while I was charging here to get a little snack. But my favorite building is the building we're charging at. This looks like an old Texaco stop. And when I saw it on PlugShare, I thought it was a modern Texaco gas station, but I was so wrong. It's an old, looks like restored Texaco gas station, which is really cool. I love the blending of old and new here with my EV truck charging on these Blink chargers at what used to be an old Texaco gas station. So pretty cool there. Let's see if there's anything inside, but pleasantly surprised that I'm getting 22 or about 19 kilowatts here, and it's at a vintage site. All right, looks like there's nothing you can see inside. Looks like it used to be a sandwich shop. There's hot dog and sandwich prices on there. So it looks like it used to be a restaurant, maybe closed for the season or closed forever, but still a cool building. I love that it's here, and I love that I can charge here. So I'm gonna head out. I've got enough charge to give myself that comfort level to get to Bradley, Illinois. It didn't take much, but a little bit helps here and there. And I'm gonna keep going now and head out of town. And the next you'll likely hear from me is along the way to Bradley. All right, taking a little break here at this picturesque bridge I found. There's a creek, no fishing allowed, but you can certainly check out the scenery for free. And I'm still making my way up towards Bradley. Going well so far. No dirt roads yet. I was hoping to find some dirt roads maybe soon. So far it's all been paved, but at least it's pretty to look at least this stretch. Oh boy, here we go again. I'm at Bradley, Illinois' Meyer store and the EA station here. My favorite EV station is breaking my heart. We've got this charger down, number 3. This one's working, number 2. I haven't tried number 1 yet. Credit card readers down at number 4. This one I've tried 4 times now. It keeps saying disconnect and try again. And this one's unavailable. This station was like working perfectly 2 times in the past 2 weeks I've been here. And now look at it. It's a shambles. I'm really, really thankful and lucky it's not busy yet at this location. So I'm gonna have to try yet another one and try to see if number 1 works. But this was the one place I was expecting this to work. And so far, no luck, so we'll try again. I'm gonna move down to station number 1. All right, crossing my fingers that station number 1 works. Connecting the vehicle. All right, that's a good sign. I'm pulling up my app here. Hey, it's pretty cheap here, I'll give them that. 36 cents. Go down to number 1, click number 1. Swipe to start. Well, this says 48 cents per kilowatt hour. I thought it just said 36. But okay. It's charging up here, but okay, there it goes. Let's see how high we get. "172 kilowatts, that's pretty good. It's pretty cold today. I'll take that. It's about, I don't know, 37 degrees, if that. Just check out some of the dirt I got on my last part of the journey here. You saw at the video intro how I sent it on some dirt, and it looks like it, but I love this new topper. It's looking fantastic. I can't wait to make it a little more camping friendly and get it a little better sealed up. Maybe add some features like lighting and things like that, some insulation, some sleeping quarters in the back with a mattress or something like that. But happy with it so far. The owner gave me the locks for these so I can lock it up. I will have to adjust the latches a little bit. As you can see, they're a little too short to reach over the edge of the tailgate, but other than that, it's good. I wanted this one because it comes with this little flap right here for the newer model years like mine. 2015 and up have this extension flap here on the tailgate, so if you want it to look right on the back, you got to get that and help seal it up as well. But the downside is, see that gap? There's a gap here. You can see right into the bed. So I'm gonna have to seal that up with like a pool noodle or towels or something like that so it doesn't leak. Anyway, back to the warmth. Okay, back on the road. I've got a 30-mile buffer almost to my home, and as you can see, we've got 57 miles of dreary interstate and Chicago highways to get home on, but so far it's been a successful trip. It was a surprise at the EA station, having so many stations down after that really new, really slick looking, really reliable station previously was so successful for me in the past, but things come and go, I guess. So hopefully they'll get that one fixed and it'll come back to a full reliability soon in those 6 stations. But I'll update you later if anything happens, but for now, just sit back and enjoy the ride. All right, here I am back at my favorite slow charging location right near my house at the police station in Oak Park. I can honestly tell you I got my money's worth out of the EA stop, and I'm gonna get my money's worth out of this free charge here tonight. But with 20 miles to go of range, I think I did a pretty good job in adjusting and estimating how much range I'll need to get home without having to pay any more than I'll have to before I get to the free charge here near my house. So I'm gonna top up at night like I normally do after a big trip and get my charge overnight, and then start editing this video for you guys. So if you've made it this long, thanks for watching all the way through. Thanks for coming with me on our tour through Indiana and Illinois to pick up my topper. You can see I've done a pretty good job getting it a little dirty. I wish it was dirtier, but dirty enough for now. And more adventures to come, so stay tuned to the Mind of Matter YouTube channel, and there'll be more to watch. Thanks for watching. Hey everyone, welcome to the Mind of Matter YouTube channel. I'm headed from Chicago to Indianapolis to pick up that truck topper you see there on my Lightning EV. Stay tuned for the journey. You can come with me and you'll see more about charging with the EV Lightning. You'll learn more about some of the towns between here and Indianapolis, and you'll also learn about the truck itself. So stay tuned.